The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift. Albert Einstein. Hey, social media, it's Stephen Middleton coming to you from the Possibility Action Network. Our core values include I am, I can, and I will. I am Possibility Man. Today, I want to share on the theme Level Up. Recognize the intelligence that's you. But first, a reminder, if you have not gone over to YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel, do so today. You'll receive updates when I post new content or when I post one of our podcasts. Now back to our share. Level up, recognize the intelligence that's you. I was inspired to share on this theme over 2 weeks ago, but I've been sitting on it. I've been sitting on it because I felt, this is deeper than my understanding. I was holding back because I wondered, am I living up to the truth of this message? But I have not been able to get rid of it, so I am sharing this on social media today. I'm going to allow what comes out to come out as best that I can allow that to happen. Now, there's a reason for this investigation, and I've conducted a little bit of research about our world, our society, that I want to share with you today. For example, the mental health market in the U.S. alone was $70 billion in 2020. This no doubt includes hospitalizations for mental health problems, pharmaceuticals such as antidepressant therapy sessions where individuals work with a licensed or trained therapist. A $70 billion industry in 2020 alone. The global personal development industry, which includes no doubt books and motivational speeches and the like, topped $40 billion in 2020. The business coaching, professional coaching industry in the United States alone topped $12 billion in 2020. Worldwide, on the high end, over 500 million people meditate annually. The college dropout rate is also getting larger and larger. Freshmen, for example, dropped out at a percent of 30% in 2020 alone before they reached their sophomore year. In the United States, approximately 40% of all undergraduates who begin their college career drop out before they complete it. In the United States alone, in the year 2020, over 45,000 individuals committed suicide. That does not include suicide attempts by individuals in this country. So these statistics suggest to me that something is going wrong in our world. Now, it's not that something is wrong. It's not that we are wrong, but something is going wrong in our world. Chances are you know someone who experiences depression. Chances are you know someone who is going to walk off his job or her job because they just cannot stand the work environment. Chances are you know someone who is experiencing panic attacks and anxiety who may never share it with you. So something is definitely going on in our society here in the United States, but I would also say worldwide. Now, what's one thing that I can suggest might be going on? One thing is we've forgotten who we are. We've forgotten who we are, and this is what Albert Einstein was sharing in his statement. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift. Now, what is this intuitive mind? Now, I am not an expert on this, so I can only share from what I'm able to see at this particular point in time. This intuitive mind is the intelligence that we are. It's the intelligence energy that's at the core of all beings. Now, you may ask, well, what's the proof that you are, that I am, that all creation is intelligence energy? Well, just take a look. Take a look at yourself right now. If you are seated in a chair, are your feet on the floor? You'll probably answer yes. Your feet are solidly on the floor. Now scan your body with me. What's happening in your physical self now? You'll probably agree that you are breathing, that you are hearing, that you are sensing, that you are seeing. All of these things are happening in you, and you are not making it happen. If you look at this from a larger metaphysical standpoint, our Earth is rotating in space. Our Earth is not stationary. Our Earth is rotating, or what the scientists tells us, their axis. We are living on a miracle. We are a miracle. What else can we say? You know the drill. You can say as much of this as I can about this particular subject. One thing is for sure, life is happening to us and through us, and I am identifying this life as intelligence. You may call it whatever you will. So what then am I suggesting that a human being can do? One is to recognize the intelligence that we are. Now, I also mentioned the phrase level up. I have in my hand a small leveler. Carpenters use it, brick masons use it, and many of you have used it around your home. There is a bubble in the middle of this leveler, and it tells me when my object that I'm measuring is out of sync. And that's exactly what I found myself having to do. That is, to recognize the intelligence that I am, I must level up. I must level up. I cannot recognize it by believing the thinking that I'm broken. In fact, this morning, I was on YouTube and I was listening to an audio, and once that YouTube program ended, another one started. And it was a preacher. I didn't look up his name. I'm not going to even try to do that. But this is what he said. He said, we are broken people living in a broken world. And the congregation cheered. But I think the minister has it wrong. He was believing his thought that he was broken, and we are broken. But I submit something else, that we are perfectly made, that we are perfectly designed, that we are the intuitive mind, that we are the intelligence energy, that we are complete as we are. But of course, the messaging of our society is that we're broken. The messaging in our society is that we should believe the thoughts that flow through our heads. The messaging is what is flawed. And to see that, we can level up. We can level up. We can recognize the intelligence that we are. I believe if you're listening to me today, if you've gotten this far, you probably know that you're more than what you see when you look in the mirror. And I want you to test that you are intelligence beyond the things that I've said before. You're breathing, you're sensing, you're seeing, you're hearing, those kinds of things. I want you just to imagine when you're driving down the highway, ask yourself, are you thinking your way into driving? Chances are you're not thinking your way as a driver. Chances are you are allowing driving to happen because the intelligence that's you is actually driving the automobile. You're a part of it. The mechanical self is a part of it. I was riding my stationary bike a few days ago, and I was holding something in my hand. It might have been my telephone, and it dropped. I thought it simply dropped directly to the ground below where I was holding it. And I looked below my feet, and I did not spot my telephone. And somehow, intuitively, the intuitive mind had me glance to my left. And there it was. And I thought, wow, it's a foot away from where I thought it landed. But my intelligent mind, my intelligence knew exactly where to look. A similar thing happened to me this morning. I was unscrewing the top on a bottle and the top fell off the bottle. I thought it landed in the position just below the bottle, but it did not. Once again, my intelligent mind, my intelligence guided me to where it was. And the same is happening to you right now. I'm inviting you to do two things. First of all, do not buy in to any thought that tells you that you're broken. Now, you don't have to try to change it because that thought may show up for you. You are broken. You are flawed. All I want you to do is recognize that it's just a thought. This is how the mechanics of a human being works that showed up for you, and you simply allow it like a Tai Chi artist to pass on by. As you allow it to float on by, more of your intelligence will open up for you. As you encounter other human beings on the planet, recognize the intelligence that they are. Now you can buy into this notion they are different because they belong to a different religion. They are different because they speak a different language. They are different because they have a different skin color. All of those things are merely thoughts. We can buy into them and create a world of misery for ourselves and for others, or we can recognize them for what they are. So my message here today then, as Albert Einstein said, the intuitive mind is the sacred gift. The rational mind is the servant. We have erred innocently in believing that the servant has a superior position, when it's the intuitive mind, the intelligence that you are, which is always in control. I'm Stephen Middleton. I'm with the Possibility Action Network. Our core values include I am. We believe we are that intelligence. I can. We are individuals of capacity. That's just the way it is. As my mentor Mavis Carnes liked to refer to it, caps. We are individuals with caps, with capacity. And I will. Now only you can make that choice. Only I can make that choice, that we will recognize and we'll be in this determination, not determination, but in this discovery of recognizing who we are. Until next time, I am Possibility Man. Good day.